Okay, so yesterday we segregated you based on whether or not you dressed up for Wacky Wear Wednesday. And you were told that the people who dressed up, who chose the colors pink, red, or white for our Wacky Wear Wednesday, were more creative than the ones who weren't. And then you went through your day segregated. So I'd like to hear from each of you what your experiences were like. We're going to do what's called a spiderweb discussion. And whenever you have the yarn, you'll just wrap it loosely around your hand like that. You'll share your experiences. Some people might have questions for you. You'll respond to those. And then when you're finished, you will toss the yarn like this. I'm going to wrap that on my left hand. Right hand. And you'll toss it to anyone. We might have to pick it up sometimes. It's okay. Pick it up over the top of your desk, though. You can get it that way, but then lift it up over the top. And we'll make a spider web while we discuss. I think it's a neat way to remind us that we're all connected, even though we have different perspectives. Yes. What were some of the things that made you surprised you? Which side were you on? You guys can all think back to your sheet that you filled out today.
On the unprivileged side. Like when you told us about the people who like took down the posters, the segregation posters. That was not surprising.
You were surprised that some people were upset enough to rip down the posters saying which stalls were segregated? We have a question for Lola while she's the one talking.
How did you feel exactly? Like, did you feel like that was wrong? Did you do like feel like yes, right? You didn't feel like that. Yeah.
And so second.
You had to see segregation in a different way now that you didn't see it that way?
Alright, I thought it was unfair because we didn't have that much freedom.
Can you give me an example of a freedom that was taken away from you?
We couldn't use the same water fountain.
Did it take longer?
Yeah.
Because there were more people who used this one?
Yes.
I felt that it was unfair to the black students because they were treated unfairly.
Okay, we're not talking about black and white people. We're talking about yesterday, whenever we segregated you based on whether or not you dressed up for Wacky Wear Wednesday. Okay. So it bothered you quite a bit. Can you tell the class what happened about the middle of the day? So you guys can think about, this was just one day or even just a few hours, and it bothered some people enough that they were like, I want out of this. But when this was really going on with the civil rights movement, it lasted for people's entire lifetime. Imagine what a difference that would make.
Yesterday was just unfair. I mean, I thought it was pretty fun, but I still knew that back then it wasn't fair. It was like not cool. People had to go through that, and when we went through yesterday, it was just part of it. It was just a little part of that.
You said you thought it was funny, like because you knew your teachers still cared about you and were just kind of trying to teach you a lesson.
I thought it was like really unfair, but it's kind of funny because I treat us all like crap. Yeah, funny thing is still treat everyone badly. It's really weird.
No.
I admit.
Nice throw. Did you have to get that?
I don't like either one of these kids.
He doesn't have a middle knuckle. Leave him alone.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Yesterday it was really weird, and it didn't feel right because half of our class was divided, and it just didn't feel right because some of our friends were over there, and and afterwards we all got together and we're still friends, but it was just really weird to see Miss Scholl see them or people who didn't dress up for Wacky Wear Wednesday like crap. But yeah.
Were you glad you dressed up?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, say it, Damien.
Okay, so I was treated better than most people, and I felt really bad for the other group, but at first I felt like it was like, really funny to watch, but it felt so bad, like, when either our particular group candy and not them, I felt really bad because I gave my son like a Lola after the costume period, and it felt weird because I'm used to always hanging out with my friends, and some of them were over there, and it was kind of awkward just being over there and not being near them at the same time. And the friends very much, and it's kind of like wrong. I mean, I knew it was fake, but it still was wrong about that. Yeah.
So I have a question. When Lola got her son gift today, did she give it to you?
No.
Oh. That's what I was complaining about.
Wow.
I'm the best friend you'll ever have.
Very cute, right?
Oh!
Okay, so
So
Gabe, you weren't here yesterday.
I wasn't here yesterday. I thought it was just, like, what I know about it is really bad because one thing can change how everybody thinks about a person. Like, it doesn't matter how nice they are, how thoughtful they are, and they're nice, just a color or a thought could change the whole thing, how people see other people, and how they think.
You want to relate that back to the video we watched today?
One eye color. They were all friends and they were all really nice people, but one eye color changed how they were treated. And they know each other, and I didn't think about that before, but after that the teacher said that those people were smarter, and they treated them way different than they were.
So it wasn't just the teacher, it was the kids.
Yeah, it was kids too.
So whoever you throw this to next, I'd like to hear from you guys. Did you see any of that yesterday?
Yes.
So for whoever you...
Well, yeah, we kind of did see it yesterday, but not as much, but I thought it was pretty funny because we were all wearing the same scarf. Everyone kept telling us they were the uncle was so good. And it was way better than the privilege.
It was a lot of fun.
Especially when Betsy got so good. And Cameron tried to rat us out to get over there.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna
Later.
He's like, I'm gonna get
Rude.
And then he said that he was going to try to get over there once he got over there, so we didn't touch it.
Wow.
It was pretty funny.
So there was some turning on each other.
Cameron.
Cameron, I
He was the only one who
everything
did
down.
that. He worked over all Cameron.
Wow.
Remember, you can only be talking if you're the one that has scars.
Okay, so yesterday I felt pretty bad, so I started seeing my tutors to Kaylee and Lola or something like that. But you caught it, and so I felt even worse about it. And whenever I saw those people work off the signs, well, it really surprised me because I was in bathroom and they just worked the signs off. I was expecting people to take it that far, but then whenever whenever the teachers were like dividing us up, it was really bad because I got divided with my friends, and well, I got treated really well, so that's why I was pretty low. But yeah, I started feeling bad for everyone who was in the group.
them ripping off the signs, did that show you how quickly people could start to feel angry about being discriminated against?
Yeah.
Even knowing that it was, just for the day, they were still upset about it. Don't make it tighter. Somebody reach that?
I can get it, but I already got it.
So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Xavier, she said.
No. No.
I'm scared, Xavier, bro.
Well, and you should answer.
I thought it was funny because I stole two pairs of scissors from their side.
What else? Did you see anything that surprised you? Excited.
No.
Or not all day long. You didn't see anybody do something that surprised you with it.
Nope.
It was kind of fun, but not so fun. Cause I really didn't feel anything. It was just an unnormal day at school. An extremely unnormal day.
Did you see anyone do anything that surprised you?
Some people actually follow the rules.
Oh.
Got in a fight.
Got in a fight over it? I didn't hear about that. What happened?
At the water fountain.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, the
there was a
water
lot
fountain.
of fighting there.
It's not like punching, but
Super.
people pushing or arguing.
Oh yeah, we were shoving each other. How many total bullets did we make?
Okay, let's go back to one person talking. So whoever has this yarn is the person who gets to talk. And then, of course, you guys are welcome to ask them questions after they've said what they wanted to.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, go ahead and pass it to someone else. Okay, back to Corin.
Yes.
Please listen to Corin's experience.
I felt a little guilty that none of my friends were being as silly as me. And so I also saw the fight of the girls one.
And tell us about the fight. Who started it?
Okay.
No one.
Jason, Cooper, and
No one.
Tyler.
Why? Why did
Well,
they start it?
I was drinking and trying to shove me over to drink out of the silver cup. Mom was like, no, that's not right. That's segregated. That's not. And I was just joking. And Cooper and Tyler started shoving me, trying to get a sip of milk. When me, Jamie, and someone else got a wall.
Oh,
It's like
me.
a water fountain. It was funny.
A lot of people
Okay,
took up my
so
idea.
Matthew has an interesting perspective because he was actually exempted from the whole ordeal yesterday. He was here, he just wasn't treated special, he wasn't treated like he was being discriminated against. So Matthew, share your side of, like, your perspective, what you saw.
Okay, what I saw was friends and maybe sometimes family because I see the in school fighting over things, and my parents thought it wasn't nice at all, even if it was an event, so I was exempt from it. And what surprised me was everything that was happening that day. Like, they're fighting 24/7.
So you saw more fighting yesterday than what you've seen, or bickering, you mean? Like more bickering yesterday than what you've seen in school the other day? Correct.
It's definitely getting worse.
Yeah.
They were the lost friends. I can tell you that.
What do you mean?
Mom.
Gabe's gonna help us out.
Dave, you made the spider
It'd be so fun to watch this right now.
Nice job.
I only got one.
Listen to Molly, please.
Well,
walking like would have happened back then.
Really?
Actually, you wouldn't have even been in the same school if you wouldn't have had the opportunity.
Were you guys not segregated?
Kind of. So you guys were told, those of you who had worn the colors for Wacky Wear Wednesday, the red, pink, or white, you were told that you would get to have lunch first, right?
Yeah.
Did that happen?
No.
Did anyone feel a little bit like it was unjust because you were told you would get to and then it wasn't enforced?
No, life does.
I kind of like it.
Your life does.
I like it because I'm always like been pushed around on one side and then not make it easily.
Well, I went down there and I did hear students saying, "Yay, we get to have lunch first and we get to cut in line." And they were excited about it, and then when people just let them, I bet there were some people who felt like it was a little unfair because they'd been told that they couldn't do lunch first.
Well, we were like
Were you guys?
but everyone at our class was
Jesse and Princess go. Oh, and her. Everyone's gonna get the yarn at some point. But whoever you
Get the yarn.
There you go. There's the
Not gonna work.
Let's stop pulling it tighter. It's okay.
Spiderweb has ever seen.
Okay, it's Homer's turn to talk.
Okay.
I think yesterday was not unfair, even though I wasn't sure this one. I mean, I saw my best friend like away from me. With me, you and them. Me and my friends. And yeah, I'm not even getting to talk to them or anything. So like whenever you went in there, I didn't care about them. Then after that, I kind of know. I mean, I had so much friends, so I needed all of them. So I thought I had enough to do. So I just saw myself and I got my friends.
Towards the very end, right? Like,
Yeah.
like the last 5 or 10 minutes.
I was finding it the whole time. So
When you left half of your friends to go to the other half?
I mean, I was like, you guys, I need the other one.
So I have a question for you. You were planning it the whole time, so you purposely waited till after you got the fun dip to choose when to go set them?
Wait, smart.
Now, I'm kind of teasing Homer
Look up there.
actually right now.
Oh.
I'm kind of teasing him because actually at the end of third hour when we had our restroom break, he came to me and he said, "Mrs. Schultz, I don't want to do this anymore." Like, it really did bother him and he didn't want to see his friends being treated that way. So I was really proud of him for saying that. I'm just picking at him a little bit that he waited till after he had the fun to go over there.
Authors are freaked out.
So you'll hold it with one hand.
Yeah,
and
see,
throw
that's
it.
the boring side for the school side.
No, more flash. More flash. People out of here.
Or why?
Not me. Across that way and then they can come across here and then back.
Make sure the screen is not
Not me.
You did that on purpose.
unwind the finger. Whenever you throw it,
No, you got me
Oh, that's not their best throw yet.
Except for my throw.
Let's get quiet so we can hear Jesse's experience. Can you elaborate?
Come on.
Okay, we need to keep going. We only have about 5 minutes left. I'd like to get through the other people here. What was something that stood out to you from yesterday, Jesse? Hey, hey. Kristen, stop talking. Go ahead, Jesse. We're getting really mad because they weren't being treated fairly? Which side were you on? Did it bother you at all? So for your friend, it bothered you to see your friend treated that way? Okay.
Oh, that's Jesus.
It's still sad because you got more respect than the other one. You let them use your scissors. And you brought out your inner sassiness.
My inner sassiness. Now you guys know how nice I am since you see how mean I could be. Is that all you wanted to say? That's Riley. You got it.
I can't get out. It's falling and I can't get up. Where's that lifeboat when you need it?
Okay, Riley, tell us about your experience. Did you see anything take place that surprised you? So it surprised you to see teachers behaving that way?
I was part of the privilege group, I guess. We weren't perfect, and we felt wrong. We were chosen because we were more creative, better than the other group. I didn't like it. It shocked me with how much it affected people. It affected like how we talked to people, when we talked to other people. It affected our ideas. And I couldn't like it anymore.
Did you like that at people? Looks like that and Krista.
Starting to look like next Spiderweb.
Once you go to Krista, Krista can start stepping up and throw back.
Everybody close, hide if you can, and someone run. Don't wrap it around your neck.
Okay, Krista, tell us about your experience.
Well, first when the hour started, I actually didn't know what to think was happening. We all had a lab, because when death was burst out and everybody was focused. But as time went along, I realized that people that didn't dress out were being treated right, and I felt bad for them. And by fourth hour, I asked everyone to join them to see what it was like.
And I'm actually probably going to keep you a little bit past the bell ring so I can share my perspective too. But you won't be counted tardy. I'll send a message out.
Oh my God.
Okay, guys, be quiet, please, so we can hear from Beth.
Okay, so it was fun, but it was weird because I did European, but everyone said it was too cool to actually felt how it was to be not treated as fairly. So I felt like a little betrayed, I guess, because all my friends were not talking to me, and they weren't
she wasn't really at all.
I knew that.
No, we all kind of figured it out. But it was fun because it felt like I actually was, and how like we told the whole boys that we were gonna go do our stuff, and then we started taking lessons, and we were like, we're gonna get our stuff, and then we were like, well, why didn't you take this? And now it's like, we couldn't even get up. So,
Okay, so there was a lot of reasons, or a lot of thought that went into the things that I did yesterday. The first thing with having the blank sheet of paper where I told you about the research I read that said that people who chose pink, red, or white when given the choice were more creative. And then I asked the students who were in here on the creative group if they could read it. And I'm going, can you read this? And most of them went, that, because they wanted to be creative or treated like they were creative and be in the privileged group. But then I went out to the ones who were lined up waiting, who hadn't dressed up, and I said the same thing, can you read this? And when they said no, I was like, see, that proves my point. Well, that's pretty similar to what went on whenever they would make the African Americans take the test to see whether they were educated enough to vote or not. They would rig it so that it looked like they weren't smart enough, even though they would let the other people who maybe weren't even as educated as some of the African Americans just that they would make it look like they understood more, they were smarter. And really, a lot of them had been not allowed to have the same education as the boys. There is a camera over there. Would you want to take a picture of the Spiderweb? Not a video.
I got the state law.
Okay, so what I wanted to tell you is I got to see a huge difference between first and second hour and third and fourth hour. Guys, keep your hands down. Okay, so in first and second hour, the kids who were being mistreated came in and sat down where they were supposed to, and they were like joining together, trying to act like it didn't bother them. They were singing songs together, trying to make it fun since I wasn't making it fun. And that really reminded me of what happened in the times of slavery. Those people would join together and they would sing while they worked and they would try to lift each other's spirits. And then by the time you guys came in, I was actually a lot nicer in fourth hour than I was in my first and second hour. Like, I yelled at them, I was mean, but you guys came in differently. You were already, from first and second hour, acting more submissive, acting more like you were willing to turn on each other, acting like you were unhappy with the way things were going and more sensitive to the things that I would say. And so I had to limit the amount that I was acting like a jerk, basically, because I didn't want anyone to really have a horrible, horrible day. I didn't want anyone to take it home and just like their heart hurt. In fact, by the end of the day, when I would think about a few people that I saw in 7th and 8th hour, I felt like that was awful, and I hate that we did that.
Oh my goodness.
What do you guys think? Is it something that you think should happen, like to give you a better understanding, or did you hate it? Okay, hold on. I can't hear everyone talking. So raise your hand if you think it was a good activity to help you understand better.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
It was great.
Yeah, there you go.
You were wonderful. I'm glad to have your feedback. Okay, I'm just going to let everyone let go. And I will clean up the mess when you go on to your class.
I'm never
Oh,